have you always like considered yourself an artist or someone who at least likes to make things? Or would you say that was kind of developed a little bit later in your life when you started writing books and making YouTube videos and whatnot? What's your creative origin story in a way?
Well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily something that I've considered myself, but if I go back and look, I've always leaned heavily creative. I've been playing drums since I was 11 years old. And originally, drums was just an instrument that my mother got me because I had way too much energy, and she was like, "Here, go hit things for a while until it sounds nice." Um, but I just threw myself into music, and on top of that, just I remember going to libraries and bookstores, and I used to think they're the most amazing places. And even at like 6 or 7 years old, I would think, I really want to have my name up there. I want to go to the O section and see Ordway, or the B section and see Bailey. It was just an aspiration of mine. And
Interesting.
I suppose a lot of it is just the need to find a hobby, just trying to keep boredom away. I watch TV
Interesting.
for 3 hours, and I'm like, I'm just so unbelievably bored. I need something to keep my brain busy, something to keep my hands busy.
Right.
And I think the niche of YouTube I'm in, which involves about 1 hour of editing per every minute of video, keeps me very busy.
Of course, of course. Yeah, what's so funny about editing is once you first learn the software, you learn how to do things pretty quickly, but you don't fully understand in your head that just because you know how to do something doesn't make it not time consuming or not difficult, because it's
Mm-hmm.
so many little steps that are just built up on top of each other that it's like it's something that's like not intimidating to get into, but intimidating to actually do. Like it's you'd expect it to not be as involved as it is. Um, but yeah, you were saying like you wanted to see your name up like in the library, right? Would you say you were fascinated with the idea of being noticed as or being credibly noticed more so than just having stories you wanted to share? Like did the story building part kind of come later?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think anybody that does creative ventures and strives to, do concerts or have books in bookstores or get subscribers on YouTube, anytime anybody says that they're not looking for a little bit of notoriety, they're lying. It may not be the main thing you're doing it for. You may be actually doing it primarily as a creative endeavor to keep yourself busy because you legitimately enjoy what you are doing. But if you just enjoyed what you're doing and you liked the outcome of the video or the book, then there's no reason to put it out there unless a part of you is hoping to be noticed, hoping to
Absolutely.
have that little bit of notoriety.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was absolutely a part of me that saw these people that I idolized and was like, not only do I want to meet them, but I want to be them.
You want to be
And
among them at the very least in the
yeah,
same
be
field.
among them, John Green is one of my all-time favorite authors. Actually, my favorite author. I've done a couple videos on the community and on him and on his books, and I'd say he was a big inspiration to me because he's actually on YouTube, one of the OGs of YouTube, if you want to call him that, because him and his brother
Sure.
started doing it back in 2007, I believe, January of '07, and
Talk
that
about
was
creative individuals. They've done everything. They're
oh my
all over the
God, I
place.
know. That's one of the things that just amazes me about them. But I'm like, yeah, I mean, I work full time, but on top of that, I do one video a week or one video every 2 weeks, and I do a couple hours of editing at night, and I'm exhausted. And I'm like, how do these guys have 5 different channels,
It's
4 different
admirable.
businesses? They run VidCon, they have 8 podcasts, and are both full time authors. I'm like, how do you get that done?
It's like entirely devoting your life into producing things. It's actually crazy. It feels almost like a creator's pipe dream though, because
Yeah.
you know we always very few times do creators only want to create one kind of thing. As time goes on, you keep getting these ideas for certain projects or certain fields you want to try out in like the realm of creation. To be
Mm-hmm.
able to actually do that, have the luxury of experimenting in other fields, so many people don't. So when you see people like John Green and whatnot who are able to do that, it's impressive. It's downright admirable. It's inspiring. It's inspiring to like, maybe I'll get to a point where I'll have the kind of freedom to be able to create that way, you know? It's
Oh yeah,
a
exactly.
creator's pipe dream, really. Hey there. You just watched a clip from my creative podcast. If you'd like to check out the full episode, you can support me over on Patreon. And if not, you can subscribe to check out more clips coming here soon.